Hey y'all, I want to talk about one of my favorite characters, or as they are normally called, champions in League of Legends. This cosmic entity does need an introduction. I am, of course, talking about Bard. Though Aurelion Soul is up there, don't you worry. I've never really played that much support, and it's not because I'm especially invested in his gameplay either, but I just really love his character design and lore. I just absolutely love the combination of Studio Ghibli shenanigans and his other vibe of being like this unknowable cosmic character. Kinda like cosmic horror, but opposite cosmic protection and goodness, or something like that. So yeah, let's dive into it. Let's start with his character design, and then we can dive into his lore and themes afterward. Like, where do I even start with this character design? Just look at him. As I've said before and will say again, I'm not a professional storyteller or gameplay artist or gameplay designer or anything of the sort. So all this is just my opinion. But honestly, look at this guy. How can you not say that this is peak character design? Period. He even got these small meeps bodies following him. He just looks so unique. His character is this magical being who persists or imbued himself into all this random stuff so he can hold a solid form, which is really cool and really unique. I think it's something like that. Yeah, that tracks pretty good actually. And we can't underestimate the fact that he has these small meeps walking with him or floating with him, and they're just so fascinating. There is something so Studio Ghibli about him, and yet there's also this, I wouldn't say unsettling feeling, but unknowable feeling about him and his character design. Especially that mask of his with its fixed expression. Like, is it intentional that the three holes in his mask kinda look like eyes and a mouth? Which it probably is design-wise, and lore-wise with the quote I just showed above with it being a mask. And yet still I just can't shake off this feeling that it may just be our human need to apply human characteristics to things, especially things that don't really need it. Like maybe those things aren't really eyes and a mouth, which just adds to this cosmic unknowingness. And I know he blows through his music instrument through the mouth thingy at some point, but still it just feels so different and unknowable to just being like a human mask. And also just this giant white mane that kinda looks like both a beard and long hair at the same time. And then his face, or at least the mask, is just in the middle of it. It's really cool and weird and fascinating. The fact that he has this giant horn or hat thingy on his head, that maybe is a hat. It would be kinda crazy if he was walking around with a giant horn on his head. And we are not even done with things about Bard that are freaking amazing and crazy. Like he has this horn that blows bubbles or magical golden powder out of it, or channels meeps. Either way, it's really cool. And I don't know if you noticed, but this dude has double pig legs. There are so many things going on with this character design, and I can't express how freaking weird, unique, and absolutely delightful he is. Bard and Kindred are really competing for my top spot regarding character designs in League of Legends. I think one of the reasons I'm such a fan of his character design is that they really show how unknowable he is for us humans. Like me calling Bard a him is definitely not accurate. Bard is not a person in the normal sense. He's this cosmic force. And instead of doing what they did with the Void, they still went with cosmic unknowableness, but in the positive sense. Like, we can't really comprehend what Bard is or what he's thinking, but you get the feeling he's serving the universe. Or, as Riot themselves put it in his bio, it is impossible to mistake his actions as malevolent, as Bard always serves the greater good, in his own odd way. And I, at least, really feel like his character design is showing that in a way, maybe not directly, but I think when you look at him for the first time, you would guess that he's sort of a good guy, and that you would have no idea what he really is or what he's about. Besides being called the Wandering Caretaker, I really enjoy the other nickname he got in his bio, and I think it perfectly fit his weird and fantastical character design. The Cosmic Vagabond. Something about that just seems too perfect and kind of epic to me in a way. Alright, I've already kinda touched on the topic, but let's go a little bit deeper into the really fun part, the lore. I don't really want to go through Bard's lore as much as I just want to talk about how much I like it and the aspects of it that I really enjoy. And I absolutely love the premise for this guy. First of all, as I've already said, we have this cosmic vagabond just floating through the universe, having all these little dudes following him. And just having this cosmic caretaker making portals all around Runeterra is just such an amazing idea. And also the amazing visuals they use to convey that he's this cosmic being doing his own thing. Just like in the game when he's collecting meeps instead of filming his AD carry. Love this guy. But a really fascinating aspect of Bard's lore and character is the fact that he's the caretaker of the universe. Not of humanity or the human-like races on Runeterra. And this is best shown in the absolutely fantastic and stunning cinematic he got. Seriously, please watch it for yourself. I'm still in awe of it, and I got goosebumps when I rewatched the video for this script. In the cinematic, we see how an Ionian village, I think, is being burned down by Noxus. I also think. How this old guy is carrying this orb or artifact up the mountain. You even get a shot of Bard simply existing while all the violence is happening. It is only when the artifact gets activated or damaged by an axe and chops the top of the mountain off, which also shows how powerful this artifact is, that Bard actually starts to react. It is only when this world-changing artifact makes a wave upon the world that Bard actually pays attention. But oh, does he act when he actually chooses to do so. You see how he simply swiftly dashes by children of war and soldiers alike up to the orb. And this is where we get a character-defining moment for Bard, when the old dying man says, "We'll die without it." Remember this for later. Bard then grabs the orb and suddenly dashes up to the top of the mountain and does his magical musical Bard stuff with his meeps enjoying the show in all its cosmic splendor. And then he's just gone. No rescue, no help. He's just gone. And this illustrates perfectly Bard as a character in all his unknowingness. Bard is the caretaker of the universe and makes sure that artifacts such as those in the cinematic don't destroy the fabric of reality. He is, however, not a hero or a caretaker of the people. He simply left them to their fate. And though that might seem cruel, I absolutely love this nuance to the character and to the caretaker. You simply can't truly fathom Bard or his intentions. He simply does what he does. He's not human, he's something more. And thus he doesn't act as we would think a caretaker would act. Yet he still keeps the universe safe in his own way. This is such a beautiful cinematic, first of all. And it also illustrates why I absolutely adore Bard as a character. Because he's so different and unique, and like nothing else I've really witnessed before. And the meeps are also pretty cute. But he just seems like an idea, a story, a character that I've not really experienced anywhere else, and I really haven't seen anywhere else since either. So this is basically the video. But lastly, I just quickly wanted to talk about his portrayal in Legends of Runeterra, and like the small or big followers he has. I'm not gonna spend time talking about it all, but look at these designs and the sound of this big guy. It is just awesome. There is so much creativity springing out from all these designs. And also, as another side note, all the skins for him in League of Legends. They are all truly amazing in their own way. But oh my god, Bard Shanghai Scroll is freaking amazing. They gave the meep mustaches. What more can you even wish for? So yeah, was this whole video just me fangirling over Bard and admiring him? Well yeah, basically. I just like to talk about the guy. And I also talked a lot about his character design, but I think it is really a central part of what makes up the story and legend about this guy. So I really just want to talk about it, because even though he's just a character in and of itself, he still carries a story, a concept, a theme. So even though this is just a character, I also think in a weird way, Bard is also a story, a legend, and a way to view the world of Runeterra and the general lore and world building for League of Legends. And yeah, Bard may just only be one character, but he is the caretaker of the whole universe. So yeah, I really enjoyed talking about Bard. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see what great stories we can dive deep into the next time. See ya!